guys, if you are looking for state stimulus check, who is eligible for the money and when will checks arrive? Today in this video, I'm going to answer all the questions. So without further ado, let's get started. To tackle ramping inflation and guard against the growing threat of recession, growing numbers of states are sending their tax rebates or inflation relief checks to eligible residents. In the late June, South Carolina government Henry McMinister signed a legislation to send taxpayers up to $800 by end of 2022, and Massachusetts could be the next, hoping to send $250 check to middle and lower end income residents by the end of September. Federal government issued 3 rounds of stimulus check during the pandemic, and it's unlikely to send more, but at least 17 states are in the process of issuing the tax rebate payments for the taxpayers. And here is what the residents should keep eye on the tax rebates. Well, first thing, how much can they expect to get and when the funds could arrive? Well, for the more information on the economic relief, check out plans for statewide child tax credits as well as gas rebate checks and gas tax holidays across US. Well, speaking of California, lawmakers have agreed to send millions of Californians inflation relief checks, and by significant amount I mean as high as $1,050. The payments are coming out to California's $97 billion budget surplus, and this will go as a direct deposit or debit cards by 2023. The Sacramento Bee reported, and the first payment may be going out as soon as the October. And well, how much the resident will receive based on their income? Well, single taxpayer who earn less than $75,000 a year and couples who file jointly and make less than $150,000 per year will receive $350 per taxpayer and another $350 if they have dependents. Therefore, a married couple with children could receive as much as $1,050. While individual filers who make between $75,000 and $125,000 a year and couples who earn between $150K and $250K will receive $250 per taxpayer plus another $250 if they have dependents. A family with children could therefore receive $750 of total. Individual earner who earn between $125K and $250K and couples who earn between $250K and $500K annually would receive $200 each, and a family with children in this bracket could receive maximum of $600. Single taxpayers earning $250K or above and couples earning combined $500K aren't eligible for these payments. Speaking of Colorado, residents who have filed their 2021 return by June 30 will get a check for $750 by September, and while the joint filers will get $1,500, filers who received an extension and filed by October 17 deadline will receive their refund by Jan 31. Speaking of Delaware, John Carney signed a bill in April approving $300 stimulus checks to residents who filed their 2020 tax returns, and if you filed jointly, each person will receive one of the payments started going out in the May. Speaking of Georgia, Brian Kemp signed a bill in March authorizing rebates to taxpayers for both 2020 and 2021 single taxpayers and can receive up to $250 with heads of households getting $375 and married couples filed jointly can get $500. Partial year residents or individuals who owe income tax, delinquent child support or other payments may receive a single smaller rebate available at the Georgia Department of Revenue website. Hawaii residents who earn under $100K in 2021 or $200K if they file jointly will get $300 tax rebate this year, with the dependents eligible for the rebates as well. And by the way, individuals who earn more than $100K and couples who earn more than $200K will receive one-time $100 payout. And according to the Department of Taxation, payments are being mailed out in late August. In Idaho, as per the bill signed in February, they are giving $75 to each taxpayer or 12% of their 2020 state income tax return or whichever is greater. Checks already started going out in the March, but you can review your status online. In the Illinois estimated 1.83 billion relief package which went into the effect as of 1st July, and this includes income and property tax rebates and temporary cut in several sales taxes. Here individuals earn less than 200k in 2021 will receive $50 income tax rebate, while couples filing jointly with income under 400k will receive $100. Filers can also earn $100 per dependent they claimed on their 2021 taxes, up to 3 dependents. A family of 5 could earn as much as $400. Also, family relief plan includes several tax holidays and rebates. A suspension of state 1% sales tax on groceries from 1st July 2022 through 30 July 2023. Sales taxes, qualified clothing and school supplies will be reduced by 6.25% to 1.25% from August 5 to August 14. Permanent expansion of earned income credit from 18 to 20% of the federal credit. Property tax rebates for homeowners earning less than 250k or 500k if they are filing jointly in an amount equal to the property tax credit will be qualified for their 2021 Illinois returns up to $300. In Indiana, starting in May, payments of $125 starting going all out to the residents regardless of the income as a result of automatic taxpayer refund law. Lawmakers sent taxpayers an additional $225 as urged by the Eric Holcomb. Speaking of Maine, if you filled your 2021 tax returns and if you have adjusted gross income less than 100k, you are eligible for $850 direct relief payment, and couples filing jointly will receive single payment of $1,700, and check should arrive in mid-July. For Massachusetts, state legislature is working to provide one-time $250 tax rebate to eligible individual taxpayers out of their $3.6 billion revenue surplus. Taxpayers at least have made $38k and no more than $100k for individuals or $150k for couples to receive a rebate. Plan is still being finalized, but if implemented, checks could go out the end of the September. In Minnesota, frontline workers will receive one-time payment of $750. Applicants are being accepted through July 2022. Also, they have proposed income tax rebate of $1,000 for individual filers earning less than 165k and 2000k for couples earning less than 275k. While in New Jersey, they have already signed up $500 tax rebate to nearly 1 million New Jersey residents. Has also supported payments to taxpayers who use taxpayer identification number instead of social security number, and this would include non-residents, then resident alliance and their families. In June, Murphy announced a plan to provide more than $2 billion in rebates to approximately 2 million New Jersey households. The plan would offer as much as 1.5k to families who pay property tax but also benefit renters. In New Mexico, they have issued $250 rebate checks to state taxpayers in both May and June. A total of $500 another rebate is scheduled for distribution in July. Married couples filing joint tax returns, heads of households, surviving spouses with income under 150k are eligible to receive $500 tax rebate. Single filers, married individuals file separately, meanwhile eligible for $250 in rebate, and if they have incomes under 75k, no action is needed. Eligible taxpayers who have filed their 2021 taxes before 1st May 2023 automatically receive rebate either via direct deposit or a paper check. Speaking of New York, homeowners started receiving property tax rebates of up to $1,050, though households are getting an average of $425 $25. If you are qualified, you'll automatically send a check. In Pennsylvania, homeowners and renters, people with disabilities, are receiving a part of a massive 121.7 million payout issued through property tax rent rebate program. You need to visit MyPath website to file a paper application before extended deadline of December 31, 2022, and with the payments coming as direct deposit or check. The maximum standard rebate is $650, and according to the Department of Revenue, the supplemental rebates for qualifying homeowners can boost amount to $975, and this will be automatically calculated supplemental rebates for qualifying applicants. In South Carolina, income tax refund check of up to $800 will be sent out South Carolina taxpayers in the late November or December. Any resident who paid at least $100 in taxes will receive a $100 rebate, with the amount growing based on their tax liability up to $800 cap per tax filing. The rebates are issued per person regardless whether they have filed individually or jointly, and about 56% tax returns are expected to get money back according to the State Revenue Fiscal Affairs Office. In Virginia, Virginians will receive one-time checks starting in the September. Individual will receive $250, while married couple who filed together will get $500. Now, speaking of another federal stimulus check, could there be another stimulus check? As analysts say, not to count on it, especially since another cash infusion could fuel further inflation. And overall, there is no great solution to the inflation problem. Even if another round of stimulus check, even if targeted to the lowest income group, would only provide short-term relief at the risk of mid-term and long-term problems. So guys, I hope you got a clear picture on the stimulus checks, the eligibility checks, and all the criterias. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like, share this video, subscribe to our channel. This is Kedar from How To Guys signing out.